Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading. Happy first of the month. It's April. I want to go into the Queen of the Moon Oracle for this reading. And then we're going to be going into the Sacred Creators for this reading. All right, so let's see. This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please only take what resonates and leave what does not. All right. Right now, the reading special is still going on. 25% off all readings at sacredlibra.com. Make sure you check it out if you're interested. All right. All right, let's see. What is coming out for Libra? What's the message for Libra today? What is coming out? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The message is growth. Growth, divine timing, assessing, surrender, realization, and trust. Somebody needs to realize which wolf they need to feed at this moment, this particular time in their life. Somebody also needs to realize what you need to let go, what is holding you back, basically. What needs to be surrendered in order for you to grow. What the hell am I talking about? In order for you to grow. So what needs to be surrendered? Also, there's a person who needs to figure out what needs to be realized in order for you to grow. So what needs to be digested. So something needs to come inside for some people. Something needs to get out for some people. And then something also needs to be ingested too, because a person needs to figure out which person to feed or nurture at a certain type of moment in their life. There's some type of divine timing, or right now it is time. It's time. I've been getting that message. It's time. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to grow beyond. It's time for you to stretch. It's time for you to flourish. It's time. Overrate your intuition. You, the muse. You are the muse. Overrate your intuition. This is powerful intuition, an influx of feminine energy, perceiving the mysteries of the universe, the divine intuitive dreams and prophetic signs, and this is a newfound of clarity. There's a need for you to listen to your intuition. There needs to be self-care for your inner voice, assisting on getting the truth from others. For some of you guys, you could be cautious about hidden agendas right now. Some of you guys, you could definitely be ignoring your inner knowing. And this is all about growing, like the time to grow beyond something, to excel, to move past, to expand. There's something that you already know the answer to. And I find myself running around trying to figure out answers that I already know the answer to. Figure out get answers to questions that I already know. And I feel like a lot of the times when we feel like we don't know something, or we having that time where we are not remembering something, we are so quick to pull outside of ourselves from different sources because we trust their word over our own intuition. And then it's more like for you to say, oh, I was thinking that. And then now you put something in practice. For some of you guys, there's a need for you to get a stronger relationship with your intuition instead of needing confirmation all the time. There's something that you should just know, that the avenue that is coming through, the vessel that is coming through is trusted and is protected. So it can't lead you astray. Now, the only way that we would think that our intuition would lead us astray if we confuse feelings and emotions with intuition. when we ran off of feelings and emotions, and they may have put us in sticky situations that we didn't quite understand. It may have gotten our heart broken. It may have caused an argument or chaos or destruction or whatever. It may have made us, hurt ourselves, made us, feel lonely, or made us feel like we said the wrong thing or we were the problem in the room. These feelings and emotions. Feelings and emotions are not the same thing as intuition. And a lot of people move off of feelings versus moving off of their intuition. Why? Because feelings and emotions are fleeting. But that thing, that gut-wrenching thing that's in your belly, it stays. There's something that's in your gut that stays. But feelings and emotions, they fleet, they move, they go. But that intuition, that inner knowing, that gut feeling is definitely going to stay. That's why it's in your gut. It's something that you can't quite shake. So, right now, there's a person here that already knows the answer. You already know what it is that you need to do. You already know your answer. It's just hard for you to see yourself as your own wizard or your own oracle, as your own tarot reader, as your own psychic, as your own fortune teller. For somebody, they have the sauce right within them. And I feel like there's a need for you to understand and tap into this, because there's sometimes there's going to be things that other people are not going to be able to tell you. Of course, you may be able to talk to other people who are equally spiritually inclined like you, and you may feel confirmation from something that your own gut and intuition was already telling you by speaking to these spiritual people. But sometimes even speaking to another spiritual person, they can't quite tap into what's in your belly, what's in your gut, because what's in your gut, what's in your belly is for you. It's your gut feeling, is yours. Now, yeah, there may be some times, but not all the time. So there's a practice that needs to be made here. This would be for a person who feels like that they've been saying, like, I need to make a practice to meditate more. I need to make a practice to write more. I need to make a practice to plan a little bit more. Like, put the things that I need to do down on paper and actually do these things. Somebody needs to follow their inner compass a little bit more. Sure, it is good to get outside information from other people. But what your intuition, somebody needs to hone into listening to their intuition a little bit more and trusting the vessel of which this information is coming from. It's coming from the Akashic records. And that leads me to the only people who can be looking at this saying like, well, I don't know if it's coming from this. Is it coming from my insecurities? Is it coming from, then that means that person needs to get in tune. Because once you get in tune with yourself, you understand when that thought is coming from an insecure version of you. Or when that thought is coming from a hurt version of you. Or when this thought is actually guidance coming through you. It's a difference, I feel. And especially like being on this practice, spiritual journey. You can only get this level of intuition by knowing yourself a little bit more. By understanding yourself through self-mastery, because you need to know how you talks to you. What thoughts and feelings does the insecurity bring, or what thoughts and feelings does the fear, the lack bring you? What do you get when you feel overwhelmed? And what do you get when you're still and you feel sure and you feel confident and you feel, what is that? And then what is the nurturing voice, the underlining, your higher self always telling you, because your higher self is always whispering to you. Because your higher self is just that good, that it sees all of your attributes as good. It's that high. It's that high of a vibration. Where even the parts of ourselves that we see as bad, dirty, or, disgusting, or whatever it is that we may have of those parts of ourselves, your higher self still looks at that as it's beautiful, because those parts of you actually birthed the higher self. The higher self wouldn't be there without all of those parts, without all of those trials and tribulations. So your higher self looks at these versions of you with love, compassion. And where was I? Well, where was I going to say that? There's a need for us to tune into our own inner voice. For some of you guys, your shadow is very, very loud. And instead of reacting off what your shadow is saying, there's a need for you to listen to your shadow. Just think about that child who doesn't get the attention that it needs, that it craves. And instead, there's all of these reactions of something that the child did, instead of the fact that the child is saying, screaming, look at me. Come to me. I need you. There's somebody's shadow is speaking really, really loud. And it's not what's coming up. But no, it's not you reacting to what's coming up, trying to fix. And this would be the person who's the healer. You know, when we see something going on, we go into our medicine cabinet, we make a tincture, we're healing it, right? This is not for you to get into your mode of like worker mode or fix it mode. This is your time to just listen to what's coming up. Oh, wow. Damn, all of this fear is coming up. Wow, this insecurity is coming up at this point in time in my life. There's a need for us to start asking questions a little bit more with ourselves. Missing the sign. Missing the same sign. So for some of you guys, something has been really like lenient. Because it's still time. Time hasn't run out. Or time, maybe that time is not going to run out. Maybe this is for you, that time will not run out. I feel like that the fact that a lot of us live our lives with the thought that time is going to run out robs us of time. It's just like the very thought of you thinking that a person can take your journey, your destiny, or take your blessings as for you. It actually robs you of your blessings. It's just that thought. It's not even a person doing anything. It's the thought that a person has the power to take what's for you. That robs you of it before it even happens. So I feel like before you even run out of time, the fact that you don't have time, the fact of you being like crazy over not having time, this robs you of time. So maybe the clock symbolizing here is saying that time won't run out, because this has been a sign. This has been consecutive. This has been a pattern. For some of you guys, it's a routine for you to miss this sign. So there's a part of you. There's somewhere in your body that you're not going to. So we're going to get into the tarot. First, we're going to go into the gypsy. There's a new man. There's a new woman that's here. Okay. New person coming in. And I feel like that this person could possibly be telling you something or teaching you something about your own growth. About you, or maybe how far you've grown. Okay, we got the woman. This is a fortune for a woman. Okay, or somebody has a lot of feminine energy. You do have the order and the ship, and there's a surprise. So there's an order of things. The order is recognition of labor. And you're trying to get this recognition of your labor, which I feel really passionate about this because I love the underdog stories like so many other people. I love for the person who's been working really, 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 really hard and they get their victory. I love those stories. But this would be the story that nobody wants to see the ending to, where a person is working really, 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 really hard and they worked hard all their life and they never quite got that victory. This would be that type of energy of a person, the consecutive, the repetition of you missing this sign that is clear to some type of growth, some type of breakthrough, something that is like really, really divine. And you missing this sign time after time after time after time after time after time after time again. this would be a routine for you. So I do feel like somebody has been taught to not go into some type of intuition or spiritual state. I also feel like that somebody has been taught to ignore or silence their inner voice. And then somebody needs to unlearn ignoring and silencing their inner voice. There's a person who's trying to expand growth. We got the ship here. This reminds me of the Three of Wands. Ships coming in. This is riches. This is expansion. This is growth. This is like multiplication, okay? Multiplying. Surprise multiplication or multiplied or something in overly large amounts. And this will be the expansion. Now the ships, I feel like this is getting you from going from land, one territory to the next territory, from land to water. And we usually take the ship to another part of, that land that is not connected. So it's water in between. So in order to get to a place, you have to either go by air, go by, ship. So this will be a whole new horizon coming into your life based off of some type of growth. And the growth would be you getting some type of sign. I hope I'm not choppy all over the place, but this download is really downloading. So there's a person who forgot how to become still with themselves, or who doesn't know how to become still with themselves, and has been missing this sign for a while. And it's actually almost been counted on for you to kind of like miss this type of sign just by how something has been very, very repetitive. All right. So let's go ahead into this. If you've already found something that resonates or something is speaking to you, make sure you like the video. I appreciate it. Thank you. If you want something deeper on a personal level, make sure you check the description bar where you can purchase a personal reading. Right now, if you put in the coupon code WORM, you get 25% off of your reading. All right, so definitely check that out if you're interested. All right, let's get into it. Got the Ace of Wands. The Nine of Wands. Somebody's been stuck in the nines. Ooh, stuck in the nines. The Lover's card. Somebody has been stuck in the nines. I do see this receiving end coming towards you. But someone's in a place of feeling like that they want to give up. And this would be really, really silly. And I do feel like somebody needs to hear this message, because the message has been, don't give up. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. The one thing you can kind of guarantee if you give up, that you are not going to get that thing you've been working so hard for. That's the only thing quitting gets you. Doesn't give you the end goal, the result that you kind of want. But there's a person that's in this energy of giving up. And the reason why is there's an immense amount of disappointment. I'm going to show you where I see the disappointment here. Because the Ace of Wands comes through. An exciting new opportunity. Something that's supposed to be exciting. An exciting new energy comes in. Some passion for something comes in. Something. And you have all of this energy, all of this momentum in the beginning to do something. Now it gets hard. Now you realize that something has drained you mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Now you realize you've been through a lot of drama, chaos, or whatever, trying to uphold this Ace of Wands, this exciting new opportunity that was supposed to be exciting, but now you just left in the Nine of Wands. There's an extreme amount of disappointment here. of what was supposed to be, of what was supposed to happen. And this is a person kind of like seeing the idea of this energy flow through as something that happened in the past, or some energy that flows through to you. And you're looking at that energy like the best is behind you instead of in front of you. What happens if you were to keep going is you have magnetic attraction here. This is attraction. This is getting what you want. This is something that is perfectly for you, and you attracting, you getting that thing. It's just in the middle. So how long have you been in the middle? Your hard work, what you're giving up, the work that you're giving up and what is being given to you is equally yoked. It's just that you've been in the middle. Something could have definitely slowed you down a lot, but somebody has definitely just been in that middle process, contemplating giving up. This is as a result of you moving to this next level, the World card. And then something feels kind of unstable because there's a door closing also. So picture the amount of disappointment. I'm trying to like paint the picture here, where there's an amazing thing that comes to you, or an amazing idea, or an amazing opportunity, or new energy, or you go to a new environment and you have all of these high hopes for this thing to be new and amazing and all of that. And then you find yourself going through, the Nine of Wands symbolizes a war zone, getting through the war. So this thing that was supposed to be amazing is something was like a war. It was hard like a war. You went through loss like a war. You had to fight like a war. You lost some battles like a war. But it was just a war. The Nine of Wands also symbolizes you kind of getting yourself through it. But the pain of it all is still visibly, you can see it visibly. So somebody can see something. Somebody is tired, okay? Somebody lost weight. Somebody gained weight. Somebody, broke out, okay? Somebody don't have the energy, like somebody like feet. You've been on your feet all day. Now you got to like get your foot massage, or you lower back, like something. You can feel it in your body, like something is happening in your body, and it's as a result of you kind of working towards being into this new environment, this new energy, and being so passionate and so hopeful for something, and you find yourself in this middle energy. Newsflash, that's how it all is, okay? So it's not just you. And then in the midst of that, there's a door closing. You don't know if this door closing is a symbol for you to keep going, or is this door a symbol of you to just cut your losses here now before I lose anything else, or before anything else closes. You don't know that this door closing is actually signaling this next door to open for you. And the next door that opens for you is this Lover's card, which is this magnetic attraction of your desire. You actually getting your desire. So there's this opportunity for you to grow, Libra. And there's this opportunity for you to get past something. Let me go into this growth energy, which just came all out. See what we have to grow from. Yeah. All right. So for some of you guys, there's a need for you not to let bad conversation or delays upset you. Somebody has been upset about a delay, or somebody has been upset about some type of gossip that has delayed you. Either way, it's a delay. It's a delay that's just happening, or is it a delay because these people said these bad things and rumors and things, and it kind of stopped the way your momentum and how you were rolling and how you were going. This caused a really big upset. And I feel like this caused a really big upset. And we did talk about this, of the feminine energy. The feminine energy is upset then. if you honing into your intuition is where you need to go to actually get your information or the things like that, then the feminine energy is upset. The feminine energy is in upset because of a delay or because of what somebody said or what multiple people could have said, or rumors or whatever it is that caused some type of delay. And this delay was not in like working hard. This delay was in like the attracting energy of how to attract things towards you, of being a magnet. This kind of delayed your energy to be able to attract it. So how? Not tapping into your intuition. Something that delayed, or something that you didn't get as fast, or something that a person said kind of made you look at your own intuition as weary. And we talked about that in the beginning of why you would look at your intuition as like, I don't know if I trust it. Because the last time I deciphering feelings, emotions from actual intuition. Okay? This next thing is this bad conversation. I don't know what this bad conversation is. I don't know who's saying it, but I know what it's doing to you. So this bad conversation that's being had, or that's being said, or these bad messages, or maybe it was some bad news, it's keeping you stuck in a certain type of cycle. It's keeping you to remember some type of betrayal. So there was a message that was said. I feel like for some of you guys, this is a this is a worksheet, okay? This is an exercise, homework. If this reading is hitting you, this is homework. It comes with homework, okay? For some of you guys, you know that thing that person said. For some of you guys, you need to stop burning fire. We got this fire here. We're going to work with fire. This is how we're going to work with this fire energy. You're going to write down what these people have said to you, because it's all energy. This is all this energy that you're holding on to that's stopping you from doing the things that you need to do, stopping you from connecting with yourself in the way that you need to connect with yourself. So what we're going to do here, we're going to write down all of the negative things. All of the negative things. And I want you to write them down twice, okay? So you get your paper, you write down all of the negative things. So-and-so said I couldn't make it. So-and-so said I was a bad mom. So-and-so said I was, not beautiful. So-and-so said, you write all this down. You know the names of the people even better. The first one I want you to do is to burn that energy, clear up the energy. So you burn that whole paper. Write in whatever ink you want to write in, okay? The second paper I want you to do is write down what those people said again, and then write the truth of yourself. Write a positive affirmation, and that is the truth. The positive affirmation is the truth. If you have a hard time finding the truth in what a person is saying, or you're finding like a hard time of, just write a positive affirmation for yourself, and that is the truth. And this would be: the devil is alive. So all of these things will be what the lies that the devil is telling you. And this is you affirming the lie, how the devil is a lie, how you are not trapped here, how you are abundant here. And you would write this. Now, the best way to do this is to write it consecutively. Do it consecutively. Do this practice consecutively. And that energy with the burning it, and you turn that energy into the air. You take that rage or that sadness that you're putting into the energy of these people, and you burn it and you put it into the air. You want to burn the second one where you put the affirmations too. And you will see yourself kind of changing your perception on how you view these things, or how you view yourself because of what a person said. Now, what a person said that you keep on replaying, like, is that bad? When a person says something that you can't replay, this is what's bringing this major upset. This is this feminine energy that you need to hone into your intuition. And replaying these events are delaying it coming in. And it's missing the same sign. For some of you guys, I know misery loves company. And for some of you guys, it's kind of hard for you to let go of it because you have been comfortable replaying this type of misery, where your body could also be comfortable that like every 2 weeks, or I can have me like a 3 days of good days, but then I got to start thinking about the past again to get, because the body has actually even become a little bit even more used to this pattern of up downs. So there's a need for you to fix it. And it's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about how you feel about yourself. It's all about how you see yourself. It's all about what type of energy, what stable environment, what foundation are you creating from. It's all about you. So there's a need for somebody to get into themselves and like get into their healing work, okay? I'm going to leave this reading right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.